Hey guys, Luke for Smith here, and doing a little voiceover for this video. Let me just mute it for a second. Just muting my volume on my computer. It still should record it. Basically, I wanted to get a little voiceover just to explain a few things that I'm doing for this series. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to continue for, but it's gonna be like a Canal series, so I might put it into a playlist or whatever. Really depends. With one of my previous videos, this is the Union Canal that I'm on at the minute. With my previous video was I started from Berkhamsted, near Three Waters, really, bit being here as well. A bit further on from that, really, and I ended up going to Berkhamsted. Now, unfortunately, I forgot how many miles I walked, but I'm assuming about 2.5 miles. In my previous video, we ended up walking right into town. Now, for this video, I was walking from Berkhamsted to Tring. Unfortunately, this does not lead directly into Tring like it did with Berkhamsted. It went along the outskirts of Tring, so I had to take the side roads into Tring to actually get into the actual town. There's a little geesey here nibbling on some grass. I did not know they eat grass. It's weird. He's probably hungry or something. You do see a lot of wildlife on the canal walks. Really nice wildlife. As long as you're away from the roads, it's really nice and peaceful. And this was a fantastic day to go walking as well. If you're hearing background noise, I've got my window open because it's warm. It's rather warm. I want to let some air in to aerate my room. So I've got my fan on my ceiling as well. So yeah, as you can see in the bottom here of the video of the footage, there's a little bit of mud on the ground. So yeah, we didn't have any rain, but sometimes when the boats come into moor, the water sloshes up against the bank, so it makes it a little bit muddy. But to be honest with you, with this heat, it doesn't stay muddy for long because it dries up in like a few seconds. The actual ground, like the actual footwear I was wearing for this, I was going to wear some trainers, but instead I found out a pair of new plimp sole lace-ups, so I just put them on. They're really good for walking. Each bridge, like we went under one now, each bridge was numbered. I forget how many bridges there are along this canal, but each of them are numbered, and you go under them or over them or whatever. You have to go over them to get to the other side, because the canal does not go along one side alone. It'll go along whatever side it does. Now I'm on the other side, a little bit further on. This is a basically a place marker. They're normally set on these things. I forgot what they call them. Locks. There we are. Yeah, basically numbers and names for the locks. There's about 166 locks on the Union Canal. Now the Union Canal stretches from Birmingham and it ends up in London. It basically passes through villages and towns and things like that as well. I aim to do as much as I can for the canal walks. I don't know if I'm going to go from Berkhamsted and into London in one go. I have not decided that yet, but sooner or later I will. Hopefully when it's like nice and warm, I will continue to do this. Now we're just coming up to another bridge, about halfway through the video now, roughly halfway. Yeah, we're just coming towards another bridge here. These little things on the ground, when you moor your boat, you basically tie it around in the stumps on the ground, concrete stumps, and it keeps them moored when you basically want to have your tea or something like that. I haven't been aboard on one of these boats, so I wouldn't know what they're like. The only boat I've ever seen the inside of was, I ended up watching Rose and Jim as I was a kid. That's basically the closest thing I've ever seen to the inside of one of these river boats. A boathouse, yeah, because people actually live in these. It's like, it's basically their livelihoods, and it's basically live on them, and that. It's really good, especially for a bank holiday weekend. Which this was a bank holiday weekend. This was actually filmed on Sunday, and today is a Monday, so it was filmed yesterday. We're coming towards a bridge now. It's bridge, and this canal actually splits off, because on canals we have things called marinas, so you basically moor your boats up here for maintenance and stuff like that as well. Yeah, this is a really nice bridge. Quite like this. Could do a little bit of a paint job, but to be honest with you, it's nice and sturdy. It's got traditional wooden slats on it as well. So yeah, quite like that. It's really nice, really good. Yeah, this is a junction. The top one goes off to the lane that goes over the bridge, and the other way. We ended up going underneath the bridge because we wanted to continue. We was going to get off here and walk to Tring, but to be honest with you, we decided to go ahead onto the turn off the station road, which had the Tring station on it. So yeah, this one is a quite lengthy one, and to be honest with you, there's not very much things to see when there's a big stretch with no locks or nothing to see on it though. Locks are most commonly found near like pubs and gate lockkeeper cottages as well, what's been basically done up to be either pubs or actual places for other people to live. I'm pretty sure you get some locksmen as well when they come out and open a lock to let the water out and let the boat through and that. Another one, the paths, sometimes they get narrow and sometimes they get rocky. I hate when it gets rocky. The narrow ones are good. The only problem is when you get cyclists, they always ring your bell. Their bell is some ducks cleaning themselves on a branch under water. Yeah, they always ring your bell to let you know, so you can start ducking the edge and that. Sometimes when it's really narrow, you really got to get your back into the hedges just to get out of the way, because you've got to let the cyclists through and that. As well as there's a group of people coming out as well, you've got to make room for that as well. This is another bridge we went under. I forgot if there's a road or the railway tracks here. They put a nice handy bin under this bridge, so that was actually quite nice. As you can see, there's a lot of sun here, and it does get muddy and boggy in some areas, but to be honest, it's dry mud, so that's alright. This is one of the signs, Canal River Trust. It's got like a phone there and things like that, so it's really handy for like communications and stuff. This is where I got off. There's pointing over there. There we are. One side is London and the other side is Birmingham. This basically tells you everything, and it's part of the British waterway system, so that's good. Here we decided to go upstairs. I don't know why I was filming my feet. It was just a little gag I was doing, because some vloggers like to do that. I don't know why. So yeah, I need to stop recording in a sec. Yeah, top of the steps, and you basically go down Station Road. This is the one of the other roads that we went down, and this leads all the way to Tring. It's a few miles we clocked. Was about 1 more mile on this road, and we ended up in Tring. Anyway, that was it for the video. Screens went to black. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time for another video.